Alright, so hey guys, what's up? It's actually going to be a Pokemon Leaf Green boss playthrough. Excuse me. What that actually means is I'm going to be playing through this game with you guys, and I'm just going to be battling the bosses. Excuse me again. The bosses in the game are like rival battles, gym battles, Elite Four, and any other bosses that you encounter during the game. Basically all the boss battles that you actually have. Also, if you guys would like me to do this at the end of this boss playthrough, if you guys would actually like me to go back and catch all the legendary Pokemon, I will. Just leave a comment below telling me yes or no whether you'd like me to catch all of the legendaries or not. Alright? So I think I said all I need to say. So let's get started with this boss playthrough. This video is actually just going to be an introduction to Leaf Green. Alright? You don't really have to read about the controls if you don't want to. You don't have to read that either. I'm going to leave enough space so you guys can pause it and read it if you like to. Okay? So, let's get started. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? Now I know how much you guys would like me to play as a girl. I know how much you guys would enjoy that. But I also know some of you might actually judge me. So, I think we're just going to go with a boy. Let's begin with your name. What is it? My whole name would actually not fit on that whole line or spaces. So I'm going to go with my short name, which of course you guys know is Zack. Right, so your name is Zack. Yes, it is. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both were babies. Okay. About this line, I don't get it at all. How can you be rivals when you're babies? Unless you're like fighting with each other constantly, there's no way you can be rivals. But I didn't create this game, Nintendo did, and I can't complain. Or change it, so whatever. He can't even remember his own grandson's name, which is even worse. God. Okay, so as you can see, that is Gary's sprite. Just for old anime purposes, I'm going to name him, of course, Gary. Good old Gary. Was his name Gary? I think so. Okay, that's right, I remember now, his name is Gary. I just told you that, God. Zack, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon await. Let's go. Alright, so they start you off in your bedroom. Pretty simple bedroom. There's not much you can do here. There's only one thing you really can do here. But I'm just going to show you around the room a little bit. Right here is your bed. In the middle of the room here is actually your TV and your NES. Okay, time to go. Over here is like a bookshelf, your dresser. Over here, your computer. That's actually kind of important. It's the only thing you can actually do here. Get on your computer right here, get item storage, withdraw item, actually withdraw yourself a potion, which is actually pretty useful just early in the game. When you get farther in the game, normal potions, they're actually pretty useless. Basically all you can do upstairs in your bedroom, so you can actually now go downstairs. Here is your mom, you can actually talk to her. Right, all boys leave home someday. Said so on TV. Oh yes, Pokemon. Professor Oak next door was looking for you. Okay, so I have to go find Professor Oak. So if you step outside, you enter the world of Pallet Town. So, Pallet Town, shades of your journey await. Nice. So right here is actually Gary's house. Gary's house is semi-important. You don't need to go in there and actually beat the game. You just get a really helpful item in there later on. But that's not required to beat the game at all. Okay? Come down here and talk to this girl. Is that right? Oh, look! Well, all she wants you to do is read this sign. Trainer tips, press start to open the menu, like most Pokemon games are all about. Come down here and talk to this big old fat guy. He just moved. God damn it. Technology is incredible! You can now store and recall items and Pokemon as data via PC. Very interesting. As you can see, that big yellow building is actually Professor Oak's Pokemon Research Lab. Now, if you go in there right now, he's actually not in there. Now, to actually get him in there, all you have to do is go north in Pallet Town till you find this route. All you gotta do is take one step into it. Just like that. Hey, wait! Don't go out! It's unsafe. Wow, Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own protection for your... Or you need your own Pokemon for protection, sorry. I know. Here, come with me. Or so he's basically just going to take you back to his Pokemon lab. So, yeah. There's Gary, the jerk. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Shut up, Gary. Gary, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Zack. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha. Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now, in my old age, I only have these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? Be patient, Gary. You can have one too. Shut up, Gary. You get your turn. Okay, so right here you can actually pick your starter. I'm actually going to go into sort of a detail about each starter, so here we go. The first Pokemon you can pick is Bulbasaur. Now, Bulbasaur is actually a grass poison type. It's the only starter in any of the Pokemon games to actually have 2 typings. So that's actually pretty nice. All 3 starters, when you first get them, all have a balanced stat line. But when they evolve into their final form, they actually specialize in 2 stats. Now, Bulbasaur actually specializes, when it fully evolved, specializes in special attack and special defense, which is actually very nice. I would say Bulbasaur is actually one of the best grass types of any of the Pokemon games. So if you want a good grass type, I would definitely go for Bulbasaur. Alright, so next Pokemon on the list is Squirtle. A Squirtle is a pure water type. When it fully evolves, it will not gain any other subtypes. Just stay water. Now when it's fully evolved, it'll specialize in defenses. Special defense and regular defense. Now, I wouldn't say that Squirtle is the worst water type. There's definitely a lot better water types than this Pokemon, but if you like a good water type starter, I would definitely pick Squirtle. Okay, last but not least, the most popular choice is Charmander. Now, Charmander right now is a pure fire type, but when it does evolve into Charizard, it gains the subtype Flying, which makes it 4 times weak to Rock, but it also gives the immunity to Ground, which is actually pretty nice. Now, Charizard actually specializes in speed and also special attack. So, Charizard is actually a very good fire-type Pokemon. If you like a good fire-type, I would definitely go for Charmander. Now, if you guys would like to know any more about these Pokemon, let me know in the comments below about making your choice more easy. So after all my analysis, and after all my thinking, I'm finally going to go with Bulbasaur. Now, I really like Bulbasaur a lot. It's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. It's not my favorite Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon actually happens to be Weavile, but Venusaur is probably my second favorite Pokemon. So that's why I chose Bulbasaur. Zack received the Bulbasaur from Professor Oak. Now, I don't actually have a nickname for Bulbasaur, but I know you guys are going to call me copycats when I do this, but I'm going to dedicate this to the great Chuck Conroy after he named his Bulbasaur Bulbapedia. So am I, because I don't have any other nickname I can use. So, yeah. So I'm going to nickname my Bulbasaur Bulbapedia. Okay, now Gary chooses Charmander. Now, what's actually important about this is whatever starter you choose, Gary always chooses the Pokemon that has the type advantage over yours. And if you choose Charmander, he'll choose Squirtle. If you choose Squirtle, he'll choose Bulbasaur. If you choose Bulbasaur, he'll choose Charmander. So basically, water beats fire, fire beats grass, and grass beats water. So yeah. So that's basically it for the introduction of Pokemon Leaf Green. Next time we'll start the boss playthrough. See you guys then.